Hi, this is Doug Heikkinen, and I'm here in Chicago at Schwab's Impact Conference with Tim Oden of Schwab Advisor Services. Hi, Tim.
Hi there. How you doing, Doug?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
What is the big picture stuff happening out there in the independent space?
Wow, what a year. So the big picture stuff is that the momentum that we've been building for the last 4 or 5 years is accelerating. And so the number of teams, the size of the teams, the complexity of the teams, and the sheer number of assets that are moving to the independent space has never been greater than it is right now. When you look out a little bit on the future, it's nothing but acceleration in the future as well, because everything we're talking to now that looks good for 2018 is just very, very nice.
Has the maturing of the RIA space made it easier for wirehouse teams to leave and become independent?
It's the factor. The reality is, if you look around this space, what you see is this incredible ecosystem of partners and service providers and technology and compliance and legal and asset management and all of these people that are in this larger independent ecosystem that has become so complex that they now can match off with these large complex teams. If it wasn't for this ecosystem, which isn't a proprietary issue, it's an industry issue, these teams wouldn't be able to make the move. Their clients are very complex, so they have very, very high demands. The beauty of the independent space is that now they can go get the best of breed in every one of those categories. They're not captive to what a proprietary model might provide. It is the story. The complexity is solving for those issues of those large teams.
But is it also they're realizing the limitations of the wirehouse model?
Well, listen, there's a lot of limitations out there. What I would say is that when somebody says, is this a trend or is it a movement? It's a movement because we've been doing it, as you know, for 30 years. This is not a trend. That assumes that there's something unique going on now that is causing this to happen. The reality is that independence is becoming more mainstream because of that complexity, because of the infrastructure. Are there things going on in the wirehouse and banking environment that's causing people to stop and reevaluate whether they're in the right place to be able to offer these services to their clients? Absolutely.
So what are the key considerations that anyone needs to consider before making the move?
Well, first and foremost, you have to ask yourself, what do I need to do to service my clients? What are my clients asking for? Because clients are becoming educated. They understand the differences in the models. They understand fiduciary versus suitability. And so you have to understand what your clients are going to demand. You also have to understand whether or not the future business is going to be easier within a bank or a wirehouse model, or if it's going to be easier with the independent space. As wirehouses and banks start to clamp down a little bit because of the regulatory oversight and the risk issues associated with that, it's going to become more restrictive. That works for some advisors, but for others, they're going to find that restriction actually limits the services that they feel they need to be able to provide to their clients. I think that's going to be a big factor in people making the decision to move.
Anything else that they should be concerned about?
You know, at this point, what I would say is that everybody's concerned about what the future looks like, as if there's some big boogeyman out there. The reality is that choice has always been the mantra of this space. Advisors have choices. Don't be afraid of what your current employer is doing or what the industry is doing. There is going to be an opportunity to be able to make a move wherever that is best for your clients. So don't let fear paralyze you from making the choice that's right for you and your clients.
That's great. Really good to see you.
Great to see you
Thanks
as well.
so much.
Absolutely.
Take care.
You bet.